This is Brian, and welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Mega Man 6. If things go as quickly as I think maybe they can, hopefully this will be the last part here, and we'll go ahead and probably just try to finish things up, and even if it takes a little longer with a review, I'll just try to go ahead and get that done too. First of all, I probably won't need the jet for whatever I face. Although, can I not? Okay, I can make it. Which one do we got here? Yamato Man. His weakness was... I believe it was the tomahawk. Yeah. Pretty easy, and since you get a refill too, I can afford to take a little bit of damage. Okay, Plant Man. He was, yeah, Blizzard. They have used a little bit of it, but we should still be okay here, I think. Oh yeah, I remember this, so... And I used up all my Blizzard attacks, so I guess let's just go for Charge Shot, maybe? Well... maybe I'll just try to get as many shots in as I can there on him. Probably try not to waste any more of my special weapons here. This guy's pattern seems easy enough, as long as he doesn't change it. And when I beat him, I should get some health refill. Okay, he changed it a little bit there, so I took a little bit of damage. Dang it. Still without Blizzard now. Let's see if charge shots do very well. Hopefully that charge carried through here. Damn it. Got over him. Maybe one more? Okay. Yeah, that was better. This is Nightman? Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. Centaur Man. I think that was Nightman's thing. Took a few hits there early, but I got through it all right. That one didn't take too much of my Nightman power either. What is this guy even? Is this Flame Man? Doesn't look like anything. Yeah, it must be Flame Man compared to, or no, is it Wind Man? I guess I'll need to see what he does, but if it's Wind Man, it's Centaur Flash. We'll go ahead and use one here. Yeah. I didn't really like him the first time I fought him. Still don't really like him. Okay, Tomahawk. For him, I think I want to do Plant Field or Barrier. Damn it. I tried the menu there, but it was just a little too late. I need to be careful now. I'm down to my last life. I think if I lose here, I have to restart from the beginning of the level? Suppose. Well, let's just try to use Charge Shot and just try to avoid him on his attacks. That wasn't what I meant to do. Actually, I'm not doing that well against him. I think I might, since I'm already down to my last life, I might just let him finish me here and let's just continue it. We'll restart. Because then all of my abilities will be refilled too. Although, come on, damage. And yes, that was deliberate. I think I take back what I said. Maybe we won't get done today. Well, I didn't really mean to die on that one, but you can probably see what I'm trying to do here. I'm just gonna farm a few of these E-tanks. Get back up to 9 of them. since this game does make that pretty easy for you to do this. And this one, the E-Tank really isn't that far in here. Okay, on the next one, I'll try to pick it up and we'll keep going. So just gonna take a couple more dives here. One thing I'm kind of questioning, I guess, with that whole energy distributor thing I got, if I need a particular weapon for Dr. Wily at the end, are they going to give me enough refills to fill everything up? Pretty sure I used the jet to get across here before. Might as well again. Don't need that stuff. Rather not take damage there if I didn't have to. Okay, now we're back where we started, but we're in a better position as far as weapons and power-ups and whatnot. Let's see. I think this was the one here. I'm gonna... Yeah. What I want to do is just try to go ahead and take this guy out first, since they seem to give me trouble. Bad. Man, regular shots don't do much to him at all, it doesn't seem like. Bastard. Now I gotta go backward and remember what we had. Okay, Windman. I think, Centaur Flash, so as long as I have enough of it, should be enough to take him out without having to... Come on. I think I did that last one a little bit too quickly. Yeah, didn't have much life at the end of that one either. Probably have to use another E-Tank here. Got it close with that, but we got him. I think it was Spear for Nightman, right? Yeah, I know my range is better than him. Let me get that. Okay. Had a little bit of trouble there, had to cut a little bit, but we didn't really miss anything. So we'll switch to Blizzard here. He hit me a couple times, but I think I'll be alright. Okay, need to get him in the pattern where he doesn't hit me here. I think this is it. What was the first one? I think it was one in Silver Tomahawk. Yeah, because we got Yamato Man. Okay, he almost got me. Alright, now we're gonna move on to the ones I hadn't seen yet last time. What do I got left? Windstorm and Fire Blast. So I got Blizzard Man. And which was the one that Windstorm hurts? Flame Man, I guess. So Flame Man and Blizzard Man. I didn't have Windstorm when I beat Flame Man the first time. So let's see how that does. Yeah, that's pretty good. I could have done better on avoiding that stuff, but we'll take it. Next I'll want the flame for Blizzard Man. God dang it. Yeah, I don't know if I can... Okay, you can jump over that. Yeah, I don't like that guy. But made it through all of them. So let's see where this takes us. Is it another level, or is it just the final fight area? I'll put the jet on just in case they're gonna pull some kind of trick where I gotta use it to try to stop from falling. Something like that. Okay, we're not done yet. I'm not really sure what they're going to give me, though. So it might be smart to sit here and farm some of these guys. Gotta get the timing down right. God damn it. Come on, give me some of the big energy, or the big weapon power up. Give me one little one. Yeah. Take a while if we gotta keep going with the little ones, but at least they're dropping some. If they don't drop at least one big one within the next 4 or 5 here, probably just gonna move on. I'll try one more. And then... Oh. Seems like it's a little too high up for me to... I guess I can hit it. Just gotta get at the top of the jump. Otherwise I could use some of my abilities, but I don't really want to use any of them. Jet would probably help too, I suppose, for being able to jump higher. Well, just, I mean, an extra life's good, but it doesn't refill any of my abilities. Hopefully, the ones that work here, I still have enough of it anyway. Let's see what we got coming up. Let's go with the tomahawk. I've heard that it works against the boss in this game. If this is the final boss, we'll see. God damn. There's no need to hold back on these. It takes up such a large portion of the screen. We're not saving those for anything, I guess, so... Okay, well, I'm basically out of that. Well, you know what? Are you gonna target him, Beat? Doesn't look like it. What else would work well here? Would this start him off? Doesn't look like it. It goes up a lot. I don't really have anything else that shoots upward, do I? This kind of. Out. Damn it. It's a simple enough thing, but it seems pretty hard to avoid. Oh, I can control which direction this goes. Doesn't really seem to hurt him that much, but enough to get the job done, probably. Thank God I have enough E-tanks. Okay. Except I'm gonna use up all of my... Okay. Is that it? Alright, we got it. I think that's the final form, probably. Got him tied up this time, huh? He always seems to get away somehow. Triumphant at last. Victorious Dr. Wily and brought him to justice. Mega Man has defeated, I think it said, or something like that. Sentenced to prison for his crimes. Yeah, why wasn't he before? Dr. Wily now rules over a prison cell. At long last, the world is at peace. Okay. So, probably the same kind of credits as usual. They usually aren't too long for these Mega Man games. Huh. Yeah. That asshole on his skis, Lizard Man. Are they just going to show each Robot Master here again? Kind of gave him a lengthy outro here. They're going to do that much for each one of them here. I might go ahead and start with my review. Otherwise it could take a while here. So yes, there's Centaur Man. Plane Man. So, yeah, what I usually do with these for my reviews, I just give a short review talking about what I thought of the game in terms of what I liked and what I thought they could have done better on. I start with my positive points first, so there we got Nightman. So first of all, one thing I liked a lot about this game is, even though it was different, and they always do change up things a little bit from the previous games, but I kind of like the way they went with the upgrades for the rush powers, especially the jet. It was very versatile, but not OP exactly, just because you had to watch your charge. You couldn't fly that far with it. There's Plant Man. The power-up, the power suit, or whatever that one was, I mean, the only thing it was really good for, it seemed like, was just breaking the blocks, which, I mean, that led you to finding a lot of things and getting some shortcuts, so it still had good utility. The only thing I would say about the power-ups, I suppose, that, as we see Tomahawk Man here, the one thing I would say that I miss having the Rush Dog with you. But otherwise, overall, I like how they did it, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. Next, and I kind of already talked about this with the power shit suit. There we go. Airman? Windman? Windman. But I like the fact that they added some shortcuts into some of these levels, especially towards the end in Mr. X's castle and whatnot. It's interesting that they give you a little bit of variety on which way you can go, and I know they've done that in other games a little bit, but I don't know. It just seemed to hit better here, I thought. And there's Yamato Man. Last main thing I wanted to cover as far as positive points for this one, I thought they did a pretty good job with level design. They gave you some optional routes sometimes. Like some of them, you had two different options to go and beat the boss to get the beat parts. So, yeah, overall, I felt like the platforming was good in this game. Part of that added on due to the fact that I had the jet upgrade and the way that worked. But I don't know, I felt like maybe I'm finally just coming into my own on playing these games, but this one seemed a little bit easier almost. I guess you could consider that a criticism too, maybe. The only thing that wasn't as easy, and that doesn't make it, like, you know, really easy overall, was the fact that some of the bosses were still pretty tough, so not the main bosses, but the Robot Masters, I thought. They were tougher than like most of the other bosses you had to fight. With a few exceptions, but yeah, they gave me the most trouble. Dr. Wily wasn't that easy, and especially the last form, I just wasn't quite sure what to use against him. I think if I had still had more of the Tomahawk, that would have been better, but I was basically out of it. Nightman did well enough, though, considering I had a good supply of... Nightman, and I had a good supply of energy tanks. So, presented by Capcom, to be continued. I think that just means that they're acknowledging that they're not planning on discontinuing the series with Mega Man 6. It seems like that's the end, though, for the credits. Not gonna say the end, huh? Okay, and have it start, it just goes back to the beginning. Now, I want to talk about some things that I didn't like as much, or didn't appreciate as much. First thing, I talked about how the bosses, the Robot Masters, were pretty tough. I also thought that their weapons in this game were not quite as useful as some of them had been in the previous games. They just weren't that good, I guess. Some of them gave you a little bit of access to different stuff, like Flame Man's allowed you to break through some of that ice in certain areas. But as a weapon, using it to fight stuff, I didn't think it was that great. Windman wasn't great. Centaur Flash was just the same kind of... that's been used over and over again. Nightman was okay, especially once I realized that you could throw it in different directions. Yamato Sphere was just another projectile that went straight out, so nothing new there. Blizzard, yeah, I mean... it was alright, but it wasn't anything special. And yes, here we'll watch the computer just go through, I guess. The next one I wanted to talk about, as far as things I didn't like or I thought they could have done better, and it might have just been a matter of my controller or something lagging in my game or something, but those jumps you had to do on Plant Man stage on those springs, yeah, it just... they seem so precise, considering that you were going to fall to your death if you didn't make the jump right. Yeah, I don't like that part. If I would have had the jet at that point, I guess I could have used that, but I don't even remember which stage I got the jet in. It might have been for beating that level, which means that there's no way you could have used it to go through that one. But, oh well. Another thing that I wanted to touch on was... it's just kind of my personal preference, I suppose. I did comment on how I liked the level design, but one exception might be the fact that there were alternate boss fights in the levels where you had to get the beat parts. Just because if you took the wrong one, well, then it was just forcing you to go back and beat the level again. But, yeah, I mean, these aren't that long, so I guess it's not going to kill you to do it, but... yeah, I don't know. Just my thoughts on that. I would have preferred they just make the level longer or something, instead of making you replay it. I guess it rewards you for taking the harder path, though, I guess, huh? So, that about covers it. If I had to give this one a rating, as far as compared to the other Mega Man games, if I had to rate this game like 1 out of 10, I don't know, it'd probably... all the Mega Man games are pretty similar for me. They're pretty good. Not the best games I've ever played, not my favorite, but I still certainly like them. They're in the top. I mean, I put them up there as far as top Nintendo games, just not like in the top 10 or something, but I'd still give them somewhere around the 7.5 to 8 out of 10, I suppose. I don't think I put a lot of games in that range, but this one, I'd put it towards the top, I think. I liked it more than 4 or 5, I think. 2 and 3 are probably still up there for me, higher than this one, but that's partially just because of nostalgia from me playing those more when I was a kid. Yeah, but overall I thought this was a pretty good entry. I think overall it doesn't get as much praise, but I'm not that familiar with reviews and stuff on these games, so I could be wrong. I've read some things that said that people overall didn't really like this one. But I thought it was fine for what it was. Yeah, I mean, I talked about a few things that I didn't like, but I still enjoyed my experience with it. And I hope you enjoyed watching the playthrough here. Now, what I'm going to do next in this time slot, well, we've reached the end of Mega Man Nintendo or NES. I will play more Mega Man games, like the Mega Man X games. And I think there's some PlayStation 1 Mega Man games as well. I know there are overall just a ton of Mega Man games. I'm going to try to stick to the mainline ones, but we're going to take a little break from it for a while. I think I'll try to... I still have some Mario games to play. I'm going to do Mario 1, the original one, at some point. And maybe the Lost Levels. Maybe I'll put those together, because overall that's going to be pretty short. And I want to do Mario 64. I want to do more of the Turtles games as well. And the Double Dragon games are something I've considered doing. I think what I'll probably just do next is we'll just do... It's kind of a tough game, but if you do some things right, you can get through it. It's kind of notorious for being hard, and I think I've only beaten it once. But we'll go ahead and we're going to try Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The first one for the NES. So that's what we'll pick up with here next time. Anyway, thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this playthrough and you want to keep coming back for more, I would appreciate it if you'd give me a like, comment, and subscribe or follow. We'll catch you next time.